Welcome
I'm still on
everybody.
seat.
Oh, Seb.
I'm
Welcome
I'm
everybody.
still. Are
We're live. Front office
you,
report. What's up,
are you
everyone?
sure?
Yeah,
Are you
we're.
sure we're live?
I think. I mean, you can
Oh, we are
test it.
live. Yes, we are live. I now have it. Yeah.
Excellent.
Sorry.
It's 2 for 2. We're testing again this way of doing it. So here we are, everyone.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the front office report. Sunday football. So we're gonna have to discuss again. Well, we don't have to, but we're doing it anyway. We're watching. We're talking about the against the spread for today, and we might have some time to look at Draftkings. And at any point, if anyone wants any questions about fantasy advice, feel free to ask it. Seb is gonna be looking at our comment section today, so he's gonna let us know if you
Yeah.
guys have anything to say. And yeah, let's get to it, guys. So, first of all, there's a quick surprise. I haven't told these guys right now.
Oh.
So
Oh.
Oh.
I am actually
Oh.
burning my head right now. It's really warm. So.
What?
Ah!
What?
Thanks.
Oh my god!
I'll let it sink in. I'll let it sink in.
Wow, I like it though. I like it, bro. What the fuck? This is ridiculous. Sorry, I just think I just swore multiple times. So before you came on, Omar, he was like, "Oh yeah, I got this new hat. Actually, it's not very new, but I just thought I'd put it on." Like, what the hell? Oh my god! Right, okay.
I'm waiting for Omar to say
Oh,
something. He's like
you
shocked.
you shocked Omar so much that he's frozen. His whole stream just couldn't take that, and he's gone.
No, I literally wasn't moving.
Oh
I
no,
couldn't even
he just
breathe.
couldn't move. Okay, right, okay.
I wasn't. What?
Wow.
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 And
Okay.
weirdly enough, it looks really good on you.
That's
It looks really
amazing.
good on
I
you.
really like it. I honestly really like it.
Yeah,
And
actually, really, okay. So how did this come about? Well, we
yeah,
need some background to
yeah.
this.
How did this happen?
So a little bit of context. This kind of stemmed from the long time bet that I lost to this beautiful man in the top left, Omar, back like 5 years ago, I think. We had I don't know why we did that bet, but essentially we were like 2 games of League, one on one, 2 games of FIFA, and
Yeah,
then
it was
whoever.
Formula One,
Yeah, and then
and,
for
and, and
for
then and then
tiebreaker,
Formula One,
we
like
did a
we
Formula
did
One.
like a fastest lap.
Yeah, exactly. And he won, and then we said that whoever lost had to do frosted tips. So I never did them, and I was always asking my hairdresser like, hey, like, how much would it cost? Like, what is this? La, 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 la. Anyway, it was always like lingering. And then 2 weeks ago, I went to a Maluma concert, and the guy has this hair, and I was like, he is Latino, he is pulling it off. Hey, maybe I can too. My girlfriend, fiance,
That's
loves
amazing.
Maluma, so I was like, she's definitely gonna like it. And then I came home, I told her that I was thinking about it, and then she's like, yes, do it, insisting, like she was super into it. So I was like, you know what? Screw it, let's do it. I'll talk to a hairdresser, and I booked an appointment for yesterday, and bleached my hair and put some.
Wow.
I don't know if you can see, but
It's fresh.
it's
It's kind
pink.
of orange, isn't it?
It's a bit
It's kind
Or
of,
pink.
is it pink?
Yeah, it's a bit
Yeah, I
pink.
couldn't tell.
but you know what's making it look extra good? Yeah, like your hairdresser gave you a really good fade.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
Like
good. That's a good
that's
haircut.
a
Look,
really good
good hair.
fade.
That's
Yeah,
tight.
yeah.
That's
That's
tight.
a
That's
that's
tight.
a clean man. Your barber likes you. Ooh, ooh,
ooh.
woo. Wow, wow,
Yeah, that's
wow.
hella nice. Hella nice.
All right, well, I was sending the link to Dan to watch the intro, but you can
We'll
send
have
him a
to. We'll have
you can send
to.
him a
Yeah,
photo.
I'm gonna screen. I'm gonna screenshot it so that he can
I
kind of
took a
see it.
picture. This is truly a
That's
moment.
amazing. That is amazing. What a start to the stream. What a start. That you know what? That has completely made the fact that Liverpool are losing right now so much better. I've kind of almost forgotten about that. That's
Tell us when
amazing.
you
That is
notice.
amazing. Ah, that's
All right,
hilarious.
well, let's get to football. Um, we're here, as we said, talking about spread. Hopefully, these guys can focus without my shiny hair. Um, but let's give it a go. Let's talk about the Browns visiting the
Let's do
Bengals
this.
in Cincinnati. The spread is -2 to the Bengals, so well, consequently +2 to the Browns. So Bengals are favored to win, not by a lot, less than a field goal. Thoughts, Omar? Let's start with you.
I mean, to me, that's a Bengals win. Like, I mean, fundamentally, if it's less than two, you're just kind of picking who's gonna win realistically. I think OBJ being cut probably is creating. There's definitely some people in that locker room that are very happy, and there's definitely some people in the locker room that are not as happy and probably kind of agree with OBJ that probably Baker's has been underperforming relative to expectation. I don't think he's been aggressively bad, but definitely underperforming. But yeah, I'm going Bengals. I think the problem with the Bengals is that overall they're a very good team. It's just they're sometimes really inconsistent, like really inconsistent. I mean, the fact that they lost to the Jets. I mean, obviously, that white guy was a miracle man that
Mike
day,
White.
but yeah, Mike White. But at the end of the day, that does create a cause for concern. But I think Bengals to go with that spread.
Seb?
Um, I this is literally like a coin flip. Like Omar said, you're sort of picking either one. Um, I am in our picks. I have put down the Browns. I have Nick Chubb in my fantasy, so I'm sort of just hoping the Browns are going to win and he's going to go off and have a crazy day. But I think it could very well go either way. I guess I think last week we talked about if you've got like a flip of the coin and you can gain a couple of points against the spread, you probably go with that. So maybe you take the extra points. The Bengals were favorites, right?
Yeah. So Browns have the +2.
So yeah, I think for that as well, I would maybe lean towards the Browns, but I'm not going to be putting this in my bet today.
Okay.
It's too close.
So one for Bengals, one for Browns. The pink-haired guy will decide. So I think it's actually I'm gonna agree with Omar. I think Bengals are a bigger favorite than the spread shows. Bengals have been, coming out strong. They had a big game with the Jets, and they're probably out here kind of like to make up for that. The team is really, really good. Bengals Cincinnati has shown that they're a really good team, and like Omar said, Browns is a kind of like a mess right now. You don't know whether they're gonna come out. Kareem Hunt being out has hurt them a lot. This team hasn't been able to score. Now there's no pressure from Odell Beckham Jr., even though he hadn't performed. It's just I think that team is a mess, and they're gonna take a few weeks before they're ramping up. So for that reason, I will take the
Bengals are this then.
Bengals.
the Bengals. Let me
Bengals.
see, where can I add this? Okay, so Bengals minus 2.0. Perfect. Next up we have Atlanta Falcons visiting the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are favorites to win here at -6.5. So the touchdown
Ooh.
will keep them safe. Seb, let's start with you. What do you think here?
This is another one. I think when I was looking on our pick'ems, I think me and you had gone for Falcons and Omar had gone for Saints. I don't know if this is going to change when we go into this in a moment. But I think I would stick with the Falcons, especially plus the points. They had a bit more of a performance, I think, last week. So yeah, I go Falcons. I go Falcons.
Okay, I'll step in because I know Omar and I have been talking about the Saints so much this week. So I'll step in to say my piece because I am sticking with the Falcons spread. I think mostly, my pick 'em, my money line for me it's a bit of a coin toss just because the Saints, I don't know what they're gonna come out with the quarterback. I'd rather just stick with the Falcons, but spread wise, I'm way more confident to pick the 6.5 spread on the Falcons. I think it's gonna be a close game. So regardless, I do think Matt Ryan is gonna keep it really, really, really close. So I'll be more safe with that pick with the spread there. So yeah, I'm picking the Falcons 6.5. I mean, it's two for one, so we can just skip Omar and we can just not hear him out. It's fine. But Omar, for the sake of Saints defense, if you agree or disagree, what do you think?
Look, I think I actually would go with the Falcons spread, but I do think the Saints are going to win. I think at the end of the day, Sean Payton is a very good coach. I think the Falcons have been getting relatively better, but they're still not on the same par as the Saints. Um, I think Kamara and Ingram being back, like as that 1-2 punch that has worked so successfully, I think it's too strong to stop. I don't think the Falcons have it in them to stop them. So, but while I do think Matt Ryan might keep it close, and I think Kyle Pitts and the rest of the squad are doing better. I just see the Saints being too strong. But for the spread's sake, I would go it. But honestly, I wouldn't even put my money on that game. I think because you don't know what type of Saints is going to come out, it's a bit of a coin flip.
Fair enough. Totally agree. Perfect. So all three for the Falcons.
Yes.
Moving on.
Get it in
Vikings
there.
visiting the Ravens. The spread is 7, -7 on the Ravens. So I think it's a bit generous on the Ravens. I will take the Ravens spread here. I do think the Ravens, that division is just really, really competitive right now. Steelers, Browns, Bengals, Ravens, and every win counts for these guys. Vikings are kind of like, I don't know. To me, they're not going to make it to the playoffs. Sorry, Seb. But yeah, I think the Ravens is a stronger team in my opinion, and I'll stick with the Ravens at -7. I think Lamar Jackson is going to have a good day today. Omar, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm sorry. With the fact that Seb just told us there's some key members of the Vikings defense out with COVID. The fact that they haven't had a change of coaching. The fact that every time you think you have some faith in them, they're actually been very underwhelming. And there's some games that I thought they'd be much better at, primarily honestly against the Seahawks, that they've looked very, very poor. Like it wasn't the fact that they lost, but also how they lost. Sorry, Seb. But you can.
Yeah, I can't disagree. Yeah, I can't disagree. Yeah,
disagree. And it's crazy because they have Thielen, they have Kirk Cousins, who's actually one of the most accurate quarterbacks, but it's just defense lets them down, and then it's the play calling, and that's you cannot attribute that to the players. So I'm going Ravens. I think Ravens are gonna smoke them.
Yeah, no. The main issue the Vikings have had this year, and I think it's very clear, is the play calling. It is time for Mike Zimmer to go. When you have the talent we have at our skill positions, we should not be doing as poorly as we're doing. Yeah, I would take the Ravens on this, especially. Yeah, I've mentioned before we started streaming, Harrison Smith is out because of COVID. Our secondary is already a little bit ropey, so I'm not at all looking forward to this. To be honest, my only silver lining is that I have got Lamar Jackson on our fantasy league, so hopefully, if the Vikings get absolutely smoked, at least that'll mean I'm picking up a W. Fingers crossed in fantasy. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to this
Imagine
game.
wearing your team's jersey and just
roasting.
I'm doing this. I'm being unbiased. I think when we're in sports media here, we can't be letting our personal emotions rule the head.
I mean,
So yeah, no.
I did that with the Packers when the Packers won against the Cardinals.
True.
Well,
I mean, I think
sports media. I think professionalism at its finest. Pink hair, man bun. Really,
exactly.
Really.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, just because you got some cool hair doesn't mean you can't be professional, bro.
That is true. Amen, brother. Amen.
I mean, I would love it if we managed to come out with a W here, but I'm not optimistic. Let's put it that way.
Fair enough. All right, then let's. I'm in the middle of a stream, sweetie. Thank you. All right. Let's go on to the next game. We have the Buffalo Bills visiting the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Buffalo Bills have a -14.5 spread. Now, we've been here before. We've doubted the Bills with these big spreads. We've always said, spreads are rough. I'm going to go ahead. This is a more than 2 touchdown game. I'm going to go ahead and say this time I'm going to stick with the Bills. I'm going to go ahead and keep that -14.5 spread. I think the Bills are going to demolish the Jaguars. The Jaguars, I don't know. Seb wasn't there for a stream in Thursday, but I think it was like Trevor Lawrence is only 30% of his plays result in a first down. That's terrible.
Really?
That's
Bro,
terrible.
That's savage.
Add that to the most scoring defense in the league, and you're screwed. So I think the Bills are gonna take this one by a mile. So I'm taking the Buffalo Bills, 100% guaranteed. Pick of the week, pick of the year. I don't give a crap. If I lose, honestly, it's gonna be hilarious. But
It's gonna be so embarrassing, but don't worry.
We'll just put that at that wasted.
Yeah,
GTA
that's gonna be
meme.
the clip. Yeah.
all right, Omar, what do you think?
I don't know. Look, I think it heavily actually depends on James Robinson. So I know he's been having a heel injury. That he's still been testing out. He's apparently supposed to be testing it as we speak. Um, I mean, I think their next running back up is Carlos Hyde, who
Yeah, I think so.
doesn't
Yeah.
exactly bode with confidence. I think if James Robinson plays, I think actually I would go with the Jags. I don't think they would win, but I think the spread would be closer. But if apparently as things stand, the Jags aren't gonna play James Robinson, then I would go with the Bills. So under the assumption Robinson is not playing, which apparently as of right now it seems like it, I'd actually go with the Bills as well. Seb?
Yeah, no, I'm taking Bills as well. The Jags are a bit of a mess. Trevor Lawrence hasn't quite been the player that so far a lot of people had expected him to be. I could see the Bills really just putting a bit of a beat down on these guys. So yeah, you guys echoed most of the right points. Bills.
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 It is what it is then. Bills at
It is what it
minus
is.
14 and a half. Whoops. Minus 14 and a half. Let's move on to the next game. 1 p.m. We have Broncos visiting Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys favorites by 10 points. Minus 10 is the spread. Omar, let's start with you.
Big spread.
Man, I don't know. Look, I know Dak's playing, and again, if it wasn't a spread, I would 100% just go Cowboys blindly. But I mean, Broncos, like Broncos have never scored less than around like 17 points. I think the only time they only scored less than 17 was against the Ravens. But apart from that, all their games have been 17 and above. I think with Jerry Judy coming back, I think it'll be a closer game than anticipated, but this is actually like killing me. I'm gonna
You want to
go.
wait until what we say before you select?
Yes,
Okay.
I am gonna wait.
All right.
You
Seb.
guys can go first.
Seb, what do you think?
I'm going Cowboys. I think that with that coming back, Zeke has been warming up again. Amari Cooper last week had a sick game. I'm pretty confident they can get a field goal and a touchdown ahead. I mean that's I just don't think the Broncos are really all that. I really don't. As much as I love Teddy, I don't think he's gonna keep up with the Cowboys offense. So I go Cowboys.
Omar, do you want to say your piece first
No,
before I do?
no. You go. You could go first.
Okay. I think the Broncos suck. I've said it here a lot. They're a very overrated team. You know, that 4-0 is kind of like the whole Steelers 10-0. Like, great. Undefeated against the worst teams in the league. Good for you. And I think the Cowboys are one of the best teams in the league. I mean, they have been going up in our rankings. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them soon in the Super Bowl contending. They've proven it against good teams. They've proven it against worse teams. This is a scary team. I think Elliott is back full strength. Amari Cooper, that stat was mind blowing.
Oh yeah, that's
Do
wild.
you maybe want
Wild.
to share it with the rest of the stream?
What was it? It was like
It was 58 targets, 0
58 targets.
drops,
Yeah, 58
or
targets,
something
58
like that.
catches. Like unreal. Like
Or yeah, it might have been 58 catches, 0 drops. I
you
can't remember.
pass it to
Yeah,
this
but
guy.
basically no drops.
Yeah, you pass it to this
Yeah,
guy
I think it
and
was 54.
you're passing it to this guy and you're good. You're good to
You
you know
know,
he's
yeah,
gonna catch it.
you like get out of jail free
Yeah.
card right there. Yeah,
CeeDee Lamb is supposedly was to could have missed as well as Cooper, but they're both starting. This is a healthy Cowboys team with a improving defense, so I'm taking the Cowboys minus 10 all the way. Omar,
yeah.
now you can share your piece.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you guys convinced me. I think I don't know. Yeah, I think like the thing with the Broncos is like the potential is there, but I just don't think they're like fully committing to anything. Like they're not fully committing to a running back. They're not fully committing if they're a running team or a passing team. And I think that's why they're 4-4, right? Because I feel they're always on the brink of this or that. Yeah. I'll go Cowboys. Dak, return of the Dak.
Turn on the deck.
All right, perfect.
So we'll go Cowboys.
Perfect. We'll keep it the Cowboys. We got the New England Patriots favorites with -3 in Carolina against McCaffrey's back. So I mean, I'm liking the spread from the Panthers +3. I think I'll give McCaffrey all my faith that he is the team, and I don't think the Patriots are gonna stop him. And I think the pressure's gonna get to Mac Jones at home in Carolina. So I'll take the +3 on Christian McCaffrey, not the Panthers, on Christian McCaffrey. Seb, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I would agree with you there. Although it's his first game back from injury, like we all know how good CMC is. So I think they can get the job done. Although the Patriots have been good recently, I think they'll keep it close. But I think they'll have just about enough to squeak out the 3 points.
Omar?
Yeah, I think I'll go with Panthers as well. Like CMC is one of my favorite players. I think he has such an added layer of not just dynamism but confidence to the offense. Like you just feel the whole offense just clicks better. So yeah, I'll go Panthers again, and especially with that spread, which is way better than a lot of people would anticipate. Yeah, you would take your shots against it.
Perfect. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the
Nice.
speed a little bit better, so it's not super slow. There we go. All right. Okay, so Panthers +3. Raiders visiting the Giants. Raiders are favorites by only -3. Pretty shocking. Um,
Wow.
Omar, the resident hater of the New York Giants. What's your pick here? Shocking.
So I think the part of the reason that spread is that low is because of the whole Henry Ruggs situation, which I think probably has created some psychological damage to the team. I mean, if you really think about it, this team has lost its head coach and its WR1 in a matter of 3 weeks, right? And I mean, both for very, very valid reasons, which I think probably is messing up the team psychology even more. Right? You had this like bigot who was your supposed to be your coach and your mentor, and actually, I think the first out like openly gay NFL player is on the Raiders. Something to see. So like, imagine how he feels having his coach being like that, and then the whole Henry Ruggs thing. Unfortunately, people had to pass away. I'm gonna actually go Giants.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Quick
I
update.
think
So
I'm gonna go Giants.
Saquon Barkley is out.
I'm gonna go Raiders.
Saquon Barkley is out. Wait, are you actually gonna go Raiders or are you sticking to the Giants? Because I mean,
I'm
Devin Booker
actually
can still
going
do it.
Raiders.
Okay.
I'm actually going Raiders. I'm sorry. Saquon was the only saving grace that might have saved them. No.
Fair
I'm,
enough.
I'm, I'm sticking. Yeah, I'm sticking Raiders.
Fair enough. And also James Robinson is out.
Then that also lets me take the Bill spread.
Yeah. Seb, what do you think? Raiders Giants.
Um, I think on the one hand, I do sort of agree with Omar. I mean, the vibes around the Raiders camp right now must be a bit of a madness. I just think that the Giants are so bad that they will still not be able to get it done. So I probably would agree. I will also go with the Raiders. I think they've been fairly solid this year. I could see them getting this done. Yeah,
Okay.
Raiders.
Well, doesn't matter what I say, but I was actually gonna go the Giants. I think
Oh,
Even with Barkley out.
I think Booker has enough opportunities to do what he's meant to do there. Um, Kenny
okay.
G's back, I think. So that gives him an extra weapon for Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones is very underrated, guys. Honestly, I feel Daniel Jones is picking up slowly but surely. The Giants,
He's not as bad as people say he is.
yeah, the Giants are not the worst team in the league by any means. They have potential. They have, a good team overall on paper. I personally believe it. And the spread being +3, I think. Look, the Giants have been surprising us all year,
Yeah,
keeping it close
surprising
with
us
the
by how
Chiefs.
I mean,
bad
to be
they
fair,
are.
they kept out
That
close
was
to the
not a
Chiefs.
surprise.
Yeah.
But they kept it close with the Chiefs. They beat the Panthers. They've had a few surprises here and there, and I fully agree with the whole Raiders thing. I mean, the morale in that team must be in the dumpsters right now.
Rock
They're
bottom, yeah.
playing away, so it's in New York. I think everything points to Giants, except my
Talent.
luck. No, my luck saying,
But
saying that. But
also talent, guys. Come on. Look, if it wasn't for the psychological things, this would not even be a conversation. If it wasn't for, if Henry Ruggs had not drunken drive and everything was as was from last week, you would say Raiders hands down.
but here we
Even
are.
even with a -6, even with a -6.
Yeah, I just I don't know. The Raiders were another of the teams that seemed very inflated at the beginning, and I don't know what happened there. But all right. Raiders -3. That's what we're doing. We'll visit the last of the 1 p.m. games. This is where
Mm-hmm.
the reason why our resident Daniel isn't here is because he's actually in the stadium to watch this game. An atrocious
He
game,
is lucky boy.
nonetheless, an NFL game. Texans visiting the Miami Dolphins. It would have been fantastic if the Dolphins had actually pulled the Deshaun Watson trade. This would have been so much better.
That would have been mad, yeah.
Tua is out, so Dan can't even go and keep shit talking Tua as he usually does. Um, and Will Fuller is out as well. So there's nothing of what we kind of would have wanted, I guess, to happen in this. So it's just a battle of the worst
Battle
teams.
of the bad.
Who's gonna end up in the lower tiers for us on Thursday? So Dolphins are favored to win -4. Uh, I actually do believe Dolphins take the W here, with Jacoby Brissett leading them. I think, thankfully, Dan isn't here. We can trash talk the Houston Texans a little bit more without him throwing random ass stats at us. But David Mills is no bueno. His stats are always inflated by trash, like garbage time towards the end of the games. Even at the Rams, like oh they scored 20 plus points against the Rams. Yeah, after they were down like 30 points, the Rams probably relaxed. They
And
took
they
control.
had like all of their all of their like second string in, and
Exactly.
yeah.
So like no, Texans are bad. Dolphins are bad too. I just think Jacoby Brissett has a little bit more in his field than Jacoby Brissett. So I'll take the Dolphins -4. It's such a weird spread too, -4. But I'll take the
Yeah, it's a bit
Dolphins.
odd.
Omar smirking, so I want to hear what he says.
No, I mean I'm laughing about the whole like they're both bad. Um, I actually think the Texans will win this. Tyrod Taylor is back. And I think he is criminally
True.
underrated. I think he's just been in an unfortunate set of situations. But the guy can ball. And I just think if you look defense wise, they're kind of similar. Maybe Dolphins is a tiny bit better, but like the offense line of the Texans is actually pretty good. Like Larry Tunsil is a beast on that left side. So yeah, I think I'm going Texans. I'm actually going Texans to even win, like money line.
So
But yeah,
take the
that
plus spread.
yeah. So I'm definitely gonna take that plus spread. Seb.
Uh, I'm actually going to agree with Omar.
Wow.
I completely agree with you. I agree about Tyrod Taylor. I think, like you say, the man is so unlucky to have remember when he got his lung punctured, and then
Yeah.
for the Chargers last season, and he is a solid quarterback. It is like the battle of the average second string quarterbacks. I knew he was going to come out
Actually,
slightly better than the other one. But no, I think again you get a few points on there. So yeah, I will take the Texans, and hopefully I won't have egg on my face.
all right. I guess I've been overtaken, so we'd go for the
Overruled
Texans
again,
+4.
yeah.
Honestly,
Oh
with
yeah.
Tyrod Taylor, like it's not like I'm saying the Dolphins are for sure gonna win. So this is another just a coin toss. Um, but yeah, all right, we'll stick with the Texans. Moving on to the first 4 p.m. game that I have on the list. Chargers visiting the Philadelphia Eagles. This is
Mm.
pretty much money line. The spread is -1 on the Chargers. So whoever you think is gonna win will win. This is shocking to me. -1. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know if it's inflated just because the Eagles beat on the Lions, but then it is the Lions.
That and because the
Yeah, I don't
Chargers
really
haven't
know.
done
Yeah,
well, I guess. But I, I don't know what they're seeing. I'm pretty sure Eckler's playing. So
And Miles Sanders is on IR.
I
Not that the Eagles use him much, but you know.
fair enough. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a little thrown off here, but I'm sticking with the Chargers -1. Seb, what do you think?
I completely agree. Yeah, I think the Chargers are overall a better football team than the Eagles. I'm also shocked at how close the line is. I don't know if it's because the Chargers are away. That's the only other thing I can sort of think of as being a sort of common or a denominator that sort of even it up a little bit more. But I could see the Chargers winning this, no problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, give me Chargers.
All right. And Omar,
Yep.
same.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah. I don't want to spend more time.
All
Chargers all the
right.
way.
Chargers.
Chargers.
Chargers. Char-
Chargers minus. Wow. Chargers -1. There we go. All right. I don't want to talk about this game. Can we just skip it?
no, I think we should. I think we should definitely talk about this game.
Packers visiting the Chiefs. Packers are.
Can we just take a Can we just take a pause? Dan, I think Dan has just seen the picture. All he's put is, "What is that hair?"
Gabba looks sexy. Nice.
Oh, but he's then said somehow only Gabba would look sexy with that hair.
See,
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
he's not wrong.
Uh,
He's not wrong.
oh god.
I love it. Honestly, I love it.
To be fair, I kind of wish I had the balls to do something like that. Maybe we should all get a pastel colored hair.
Yeah, different colors. We could be
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
Power Rangers.
I mean, I would love to see Omar with bleached hair.
Oh man. Oh
Just
man.
fluorescent neon.
Yeah. Plus,
Yeah.
like,
Oh wow.
Seb can definitely pull it off, especially with that beard and the man bun, blonde. Oof. It's like,
Oh yeah.
we're-
Maybe.
we'll have Chris Hemsworth in the fucking stream now.
I
So like,
don't know quite about that, but
Equally
yeah. Let's shit on the Packers. Come on, let's get to this.
god dang it. Okay,
jacked.
Packers +7 at Chiefs -7. I'll say what I have to say at the end. Let's go with the most unbiased of us all here, Omar. Go.
I think, unfortunately, because Rogers is out, during camp, a lot of stuff was said about Jordan Love. I think he is in a very unfortunate situation that he's against the Chiefs as his first NFL game, proper NFL game. Luckily, their defense is a bit bad, so that's the saving grace. Like maybe the defense will just continue being that poor, but it's still not an easy game. I think the beauty of Rogers and Adams is that they have that connection that they've spent years building. I don't know that if Love will have that connection or not. And I think the Chiefs, they're still very much underwhelming, but they're continuing to slightly improve, or at least grinding enough their performances to get wins now rather than just suck. So I do see that 7 spread happening. So I would personally go Chiefs +7. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a
-7.
closer game. Sorry, -7. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a closer game, but on paper, at least from the information that we know, from the rumors that we saw in camp about Jordan Love being aggressively inconsistent, and just again, Adams doesn't have speed; it's more route running and that timing and connection with Rodgers. And if you take that away, what does then Adams have? Like he can't beat his cornerback one-on-one with just like raw speed, which like Tyreek does. So yeah, I would go Chiefs. Seb?
It's a really difficult one. A really difficult one because the Chiefs have not been great, but I just you have to look at when you take just sort of the players, take the form out of the equation. Pat Mahomes against Jordan Love. I mean, surely is. I know it's only one player different, but surely this is going to be a win for the Chiefs.
I mean,
this could be the game.
That player's the MVP.
He
Like
is.
Rodgers is the MVP. So
Exactly. Yeah. I think this could potentially be the game that the Chiefs need to sort of get back on track and really turn the Jets on again. So I would probably go with the Chiefs -7.
Okay. I think you nailed it in the comment with that last comment that you said that this is the game that the Chiefs are going to take to like take off. Look, the Chiefs, have they sucked? Yes. Do they suck right now? Yeah. Should they suck? No. They have the weapons. The defense is maybe a little weird, but the way that the Packers play with Rodgers to me is so like beautifully, like so consistent, so like there's no need to like overscore, to risk anything. Let's just control the play, control the clock. If we win by three, we win by three. Who cares? A dub is a dub.
W is a W, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Jordan Love has some big shoes to fill. That on top of all the drama with Aaron Rodgers going on now, it's gonna be a little rough. So it is a big spread. I just don't. I wish I could trust Jordan Love, but I don't. So I'm gonna take
It's
the
just
over.
you just don't know what he's gonna do, really, do you? Like I was listening to one of the fantasy NFL podcasts a couple of days ago, and they were discussing kind of is Jordan Love a good streamer this week, and potentially like the wide receivers that the Packers have got. You just don't know. Oh my God, what a goal! You just don't know. You don't know who's going to be like his most trusted receiver, who he's going to sort of go to when he's in a spot of bother. So yeah, I think you just have to look at the quality there.
Yeah, I mean, look, if your only option is to stream Jordan Love, then I mean, do it because Chiefs defense is not that great. If
Yeah.
that's the only thing that you can get out of your waivers, then I mean, I wouldn't judge you for starting him at all. But expect that it could go either way. You could get the 20 points, or you could get 7.
But like,
So
okay. I mean, on the topic, and I'm sure we'll eventually go to this game. If you're playing like brand new quarterbacks, would you rather stream Mike White or Jordan Love?
well, Mike White is done. Like he got injured on Thursday, so
Oh, did
Oh,
he?
did he?
yeah. He screwed up
Oh,
his
so
finger.
is it Joe Flacco?
I don't know. No, they used this other guy who actually did pretty well and scored like 30 plus points on the Colts.
This
Okay.
whole time I thought it was Mike White still
No,
playing. I didn't watch the game. I was like,
I
this game is
see.
going to be so boring.
it's very high scoring.
That's
But
mad.
yeah. So Mike White, I don't know if he's gonna come back or
Damn.
anything. Um, but I mean, look, would you play Jordan Love or Jacoby Brissett?
Ooh, now that's a good one.
I
I would play Jacoby
I would too.
against the
think I probably
Texans.
would as well. Yeah.
Like,
Oh man.
I'm looking at the
I just
side.
don't think. Yeah, I think just Jordan Love. You just literally have no idea
Okay,
what you're gonna get.
fair. Okay, so let's do this. Jacoby Brissett or what were we just talking about? Jordan Love. You guys said Jacoby Brissett. Okay, Jordan
Yeah,
Love or Tyrod Taylor.
Tyler Taylor.
I'd probably go. Yeah, I'd probably go Tyrod. Yeah.
Jordan Love or Daniel Jones against the Raiders.
Oof.
I'd probably go Daniel Jones. Because Daniel
Uh,
Jones, you're getting rushing as well, possibly.
Yeah, I'll go Daniel Jones.
Jordan Love or Teddy Bridgewater against the Cowboys.
Oh,
At that point, I think it becomes more of a coin flip.
I would actually go Jordan Love.
Okay, Jordan
I'd
Love.
maybe go Jordan Love on that one. Yeah.
Jordan Love or Sam Darnold back with Christian McCaffrey. I'm throwing tough questions at you guys.
Oof.
Who have the Panthers got again? I've already forgotten.
New England.
New England.
New England. Their D hasn't been too bad as well. But is Christian just going to come back and go off? That's the potential you've got there of McCaffrey just having, because he's going to take passes as well.
I'd go Sam Darnold. I personally would go Sam Darnold.
I think the potential, the ceiling is a lot higher for Sam.
So bottom line, guys, don't start Jordan Love.
Yeah, don't start Jordan Love. Whatever you do, don't
There's
start
other
Jordan Love.
options there.
You must be in a very, very bad situation if Jordan Love is your start this week.
100%, like terrible.
All right, Chiefs -7. Moving on. Cardinals visiting the San Francisco 49ers. Jeff Wilson senior junior makes no sense.
Senior junior.
Jeff Wilson is out of the IR, which could say something about Elijah Mitchell's status for the game. So
Yeah.
just for you guys that have Elijah Mitchell, just keep an eye out for that. He could be out. He could
That's
be
me.
in. That's you.
Yep.
Regardless, Cardinals. Did I just okay? Oh, okay, good. So I'm looking. Cardinals are underdogs +3.5, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking because Kyler Murray isn't playing and Hopkins isn't playing either. So this is a different
Oh, damn.
Cardinals team.
Who's at QB for the Cards then? Dallas play quarterbacks for Cardinals this week?
Good question.
Let's have a little look at that. Who have they got on here? Sorry, my computer, as you guys know, is hella slow. Colt McCoy.
Wow.
Big Colt McCoy game coming up.
I think this is stupid. I think, honestly, I'm not even sorry for Max, but lose Kyle Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, JJ Watt, like this is just downhill for the Cardinals. I think the 49ers take this win. I think Jimmy G can do wonders. So Omar, if you can't trust your team in this matchup, then you should
There's
find
some
a
problems.
new team. You should find a new team. I think the 49ers take it.
I
minus
didn't
3.5.
I didn't pick being born in California. I didn't pick it. I was born in Sacramento. You know what it feels like to be a Kings fan? A bloody Kings fan. Do you know the?
Yeah, but if you're born in Sacramento, surely you could have taken the Rams. Oh, no, the Rams at that point they weren't in LA, were they?
Yeah, they were.
I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
49ers were my closest.
The Chargers weren't there either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Sucks to see.
Again, do you know the pain of being a Kings fan, yet alone a 49ers fan?
Fair enough.
At least the 49ers have had some minor success, a little bit.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, hey,
They've done a
Kings are
few
doing
things.
well this year, but we're mixing sports. I think I hope the 49ers win, but I'm actually going to go with the Cards. I think 49ers are playing really, really
Wow.
badly. I think Deebo Samuel is probably the only good thing we have. Our defense has been really underwhelming since Salah left. And this running back by committee thing that Shanahan is trying to do is just each running back that we have has such a different running profile. Unless he is some mastermind and he's teaching everyone every single playbook and every single position for the type of running back that we have, it's not creating a proper running identity. You have Elijah Mitchell, who's very different than Trey Sermon, who's very different than Jeff Wilson. Like, how are you expected to have a running identity? Like with Derrick Henry, you know what you're getting. You know you're gonna get that power formation, and he's gonna truck the hell out of everyone and just have these two tight ends on his side to truck with him. So I'm actually going Cardinals. Unfortunately,
I'm just gonna add in here. So this is from this morning. Apparently, Cliff Kingsbury has said both Murray and Hopkins are game time decisions, so they are questionable, not out.
Okay, because
Obviously that was. I think.
Not to play. So I guess.
So I think Hopkins won't play, but I think Kyle might.
I think if Kyler Murray plays, I go Cardinals. I think no Kyler, no bueno for the Cardinals.
I mean, we saw what the Cardinals did without Hopkins against the Packers, so I wouldn't even put it past only Kyler. I'm still sticking to the 49ers. In San Francisco, Jimmy G had a wonderful game last. No, he didn't. Never mind.
I think I would, for the sake of this, I would say 49ers, but I don't actually think I'm going to put this in my bet this week.
Okay.
I think I'm going to leave it out just with the question marks on the injuries and yeah.
All right. Well, then let's hesitantly stick this to San Francisco 49ers. That seems like a tongue twister.
And I can't believe it's you two that are pushing that agenda forward, not me.
Honestly. All right. This is probably the game of the week. Definitely the game of the week. Sunday Night Football. Titans visiting the Rams in LA. Rams are -7. This is a Derrick Henry-less Tennessee. And if you were ever thinking like, oh, maybe the Titans can actually pass it more, maybe AJ Brown and Julio Jones are going to have a better day. Well, shocking. Now you have to deal with Jalen Ramsey on top of Von Miller and Aaron Donald. So, and well, yeah, Von Miller being new. So, I think this is Rams game to win all the way. Whether they beat the spread, I think they would. So I'm picking Rams -7. Omar seems like he's agreeing. Want to add anything to that?
Nope. This is such a Rams case. They lost their only source of offense. Like honestly, Julio has been subpar. AJ Brown has been inconsistent.
AJ Brown had a great game last week, though. Great game last week
against the Colts.
I can't even remember who they played.
Yeah, it was
Who
the
did they
Colts.
play?
It was the game that went to overtime. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the Colts are a good representative or even of the same category as the Rams. I'm going Rams through and through. I actually think it's gonna be like a 15-point spread.
Jesus.
Wow.
All right, Seb.
I also agree. I think the Rams are going to win. I don't think it's going to be quite that much of a demolition. I do think the Rams will win, though. I just, yeah, the Titans haven't been as exciting as we possibly expected them to be, and as good as we thought they were going to be. Julio, real disappointment. Really disappointed with Julio.
But
I think on fantasy,
yeah,
he's like the 65th rated wide receiver or something.
yeah. On that note though, if there is one player to boom this week, I think it is Julio because Jalen Ramsey is going to be all over AJ Brown, and without Derrick
You don't think
Henry,
he's gonna be over Julio?
no, I think AJ
No,
Brown.
I think he's on
Wow.
Brown. Yeah, I think he's on Brown.
Brown is coming off
He just
back
had
to back.
150 yards last week,
Yeah,
bro.
he's come off back to back like monster games. So I'm actually hesitant on even starting AJ Brown, but bearing the options that I have, I can't bench him.
Mm.
Okay, so Rams.
Can I also just add in Von Miller going there is just disgusting. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, this is gonna be scary.
That team is scary. Scary.
This is a championship team. This is the
Championship or bust. Hella championship or bust, bro.
Yeah.
Super Bowl
Yeah.
team. So
Well, I mean, based on the rosters that we like that are there right now, do you think any roster is better than theirs right now with the Von Miller edition?
I think
don't
that
think so.
I honestly like it can't happen because they're not in the same. They're not in opposing conferences. But the Bucks.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, Bucks and Rams are gonna
Bucks
be.
and
It's gonna be another close game. And if there's anyone that can surprise anyone, it's Tom Brady. So I'd love to see that team game again. I think they already played, right? I think the Rams already won.
Yeah, I think they did
yeah,
already.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
The Rams won.
a rematch would be great. As for Super Bowl, who can make it on
Honestly,
the
I'd
other
say
side? Rodgers.
I'd say
Yeah, it's
like
probably still Green
e-
Bay.
yeah, I'd say all the teams right now that like the top four, even if they're in the same conference, whatever, the top four teams most likely to win, I'd say Rams, Packers, assuming like Rogers back and good to go. Bills
Bucks.
and Bucks.
Well,
Yeah.
and then in that case, the only Super Bowl would be the
And I'll
Bucks.
throw Cowboys, and I'll throw the Cowboys in there as well.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So on that end, on the AFC would be Cowboys and Bills as the options,
Mhm.
and then on this end would be Rams, Bucks, or Green Bay, depending on Aaron Rodgers and what happens there.
Yeah.
I love that we didn't even mention the Cardinals, but let's stick to that.
I feel a bit bad not mentioning them. Because again, they do have those defensive weapons alongside Kyler and D Hop, and yeah, I don't know. I don't think we can completely count them out, but I think those 4 or 5 we mentioned, I still think are the sort of creme de la creme, as we would say.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, perfect. So last game, Monday game, Chicago Bears plus 6.5. It's Steelers at home minus 6.5. Omar, go ahead. Give us the start.
I am gonna get roasted because I
You're
was
going to say the Bears.
Yep, I am the only one that's going for the Bears between us. I think the Steelers are so bad. Their defense is good, but their offense is so bad. And I think just a reflection of that was how close they were to the Browns, who we all are saying are so bad and so forth. And it was a close game, right? I don't know. Justin Fields is warming up and he's continuing to play better and better. I think at some point the Bears need to get their act together, and I think having Damian Williams and is David Montgomery back?
He might
I
be
think
playing.
he is.
He might be playing.
Yeah, he might be playing. I don't know. I just it to me, I think it's one of those games where, because the thing with the Steelers, Big Ben has a decent game, and people are like, oh, you know what? No, they have a shot, and then they do bad, and then they do decent, and then they do bad, and then I feel this is the game where they're due to have a bad game. And honestly, I cannot wait until I see Khalil Mack just schmuck Big Ben, just destroy.
Is he playing, Khalil Mack?
I
Hope
don't.
he is.
I think so. I hope he is because he can then destroy. Actually, let me look. Khalil.
In the meantime, Seb, what do you think?
Steelers. I think they are still the stronger team. As much as I also do think Big Ben is fat and old and not great anymore, I still think the receiving weapons are better. They have a better running back. And their defense, as Dan does keep saying, their defense is very solid. So I will go Steelers on this one.
Okay. Unless Omar, you found out whether he's playing or not.
He's not playing.
Oh, he's not playing. Okay.
But to me, I still think Big Ben.
Yeah,
Is
Max missing.
Okay.
I
Well,
he's so bad.
I think. I mean, I'm gonna take the Steelers too. I think. Look.
No Damian Williams for the
Oh really?
Bears either. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's gone through a concussion protocol or something like that.
A knee injury.
Oh, a knee injury. Oh,
Herbert.
Mm.
Herbert. Okay. So yeah, what I was saying. I think Steelers defense is really good. And defense can win games, especially against Justin Fields. And honestly, all Big Ben has to do is be mediocre. And now that they finally, kind of like let Najee Harris take the reins a little bit more, I think Najee Harris and that O-line are very destructive. So will this be a high-scoring game? No, I don't think so. But I do think the Steelers take the spread here. It's actually, oh, I forgot we're talking about spread.
It was 7, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's -6.5.
I think the Steelers can win by a touchdown. I stick with that.
Okay, I'm sticking to the Steelers as well. So that wraps it up for the spread. So I made, I just put a bet on my end with all our spreads. So if we win, I win $8,000.
nice.
Solid.
Nice.
If we get a perfect week, I will dye my hair.
Okay. We have that on record. We have it
We
on
have
record.
that on record. If we get a perfect week,
You know what?
like,
Fuck the Vikings. Vikings can lose this week. I don't care. Now.
I will dye my hair. And my day job is a very intense professional services job, so it'll be very interesting to explain that to my manager.
I lost the bet.
Next week. I lost.
There's this YouTube channel I've been doing.
Hey, as long as they subscribe, baby, that's all I care about.
That's true.
I mean, it's good advertising, I guess. Yeah.
I guess.
Oh my god.
Should we do a little Draftkings? I think we've got time, haven't we?
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just put a quick.
Because I enjoyed that when we did that last week. That was a new one for me.
Okay. Yeah, let me just set it up.
Guys, watch us have a perfect week, and the one thing that gets us is the Bears Steelers, and I'll be like, "Ha! Told you."
That's hilarious. Okay. Draftkings. Here we go.
Kings of Draft.
NFL tiers today. Let's do this. Reserve.
Just while Gabo's setting that up, I'm also I'm hoping to have one more trade finalized before this game week, because I never stop looking to improve, boys. Never stop looking to improve.
The hustle, the grind.
The hustle never stops. I'm not sure. I think I may be taking a bit of a gamble, and I may be slightly losing out a little bit.
Okay.
So what I'm hopefully looking to secure is I am giving up Robert Woods and James Morrison. That's a singer. James Robinson for Stephon Diggs and Miles Sanders.
James Robinson.
Who I know is
Diggs and Miles Sanders.
Is Woods and Robinson for Sanders and Diggs. And I know Diggs has been a bit underwhelming this year. So I'm sort of banking on
Miles Sanders is on IR.
Yeah, but I have running backs to sort of keep me going until he comes back. He would be my fourth string running back, so that's fine by me. But yeah, I'm hoping that Diggs is going to be a bit of a improvement on Robert Woods. That's what I'm banking on.
Okay, so Okay, if you were to hypothetically, even though James Robinson, fantasy wise at least, is a much better running back than Miles Sanders, if
Mm.
this was a one-on-one trade, pure fantasy wise, who would you take?
What do you mean?
What?
If it was a one-for-one trade, who is ranked higher
What
right now? Diggs or
James
Woods?
Robinson or Diggs or Woods?
Yeah.
I mean, I still think for the rest of the season, I would still have an outlook of Diggs being better than Woods, even though he's not started very well.
Fantasy? Wait, fantasy
Yeah,
or real
bro,
life?
fantasy, because he's still got a
Hmm.
great quarterback. Bills are a high-powered offense. They don't really run the ball. I know Dawson Knox has been a bit of a revelation, which I think may have taken some touches, but Diggs is still a top 8 wide receiver in the league.
Okay,
So
in real
yeah,
life, yes, but I think I mean if that's your point towards the Bills, look at the Rams, man. The Rams, who's the running back? Dean Henderson and Sony Michel aren't really doing much. I know Henderson had a
and
decent game
Darrell
last.
Henderson, Dean Henderson is the United goalkeeper.
Oh, whatever, potato potato. D Henderson had a decent game last week, but overall they're a very pass heavy team, and I think eventually teams are just going to double team Cooper Cup. Who's going to be open?
Yeah, he's had a good couple of weeks, but I'm using that to hopefully capitalize and make
Well,
make the
I
trade
think it's a
happen.
close
So
enough trade. I just think the
mm,
main difference is in the running back department. As long as you're happy and confident with your running backs, and hopefully they're durable. Like if he's going to be the fourth string, your first, second, and third are durable. Because, like for example, last week, how many running backs did we lose? Like imagine you had Miles Sanders and you had Derrick Henry as your starting running back, which is very
yeah,
likely, right? You've just lost your two RBs in one week.
yeah. No, thankfully to my I'm looking okay on my running back situation because I've got Jonathan Taylor,
Mhm.
who Dan is trying his hardest to take from me. This guy has sent me so many trades.
And you got him.
He sent me
Do
some.
you
He
blame
sent me some
him?
wild stuff. He sent me some wild stuff. Um, but at the present, I can't give him up. I can't give him up. So yeah, Jonathan Taylor, Nick Chubb, who has been a little bit injury prone, and then Elijah Mitchell, who has come out as looking like RB1 in San Fran. I don't see Trey Sermon or Jeff Wilson Jr. Senior taking over RB1 position from him. So I'm confident, bro. I'm confident. And then Miles Sanders, if I need to swap him in for 1 week or something once he's back off IR, it is what it is. But yeah. Anyway, should we do DraftKings
Let's
before we
do it.
wrap it
Yes,
up?
All right, where do you guys want
LA.
to start? Tier 1 or tier 8? Bottom up or up down?
I like bottom up.
Yeah.
All right, let's do bottom up.
Seb's always been a bottom kind of guy.
Oh, it's always bottom up.
All right, bottom. We have tight end Mark Andrews against Minnesota, Josh Jacobs against New York Giants, Waddle against Houston, Emmanuel Sanders against Jacksonville, Miles Gaskin against Houston, James Conner against 49ers, Devonta Smith against Chargers, and Kenneth Gainwell against the Chargers. So again, Andrews, Jacob, Waddle, Sanders, Gaskin, Connor, Smith, Gainwell.
I'm leaning Andrews. I could see him going off against us. I really could.
Uh, I'm personally gonna go Sanders. I know last game he had nothing, but I think it's because he had nothing. This game he's gonna explode.
Who
And
is
like
it?
Sanders has been
Sanders?
a very, very good wide receiver up until last game.
You know what? I like that. I was gonna say Josh Jacobs because of the opportunity, but I think you're right. I mean we're assuming Bills are gonna outscore Jacksonville by a ton,
Mm,
and Bills don't stop. Honestly, they just keep going. And if there's, usually when they keep going, you start trying new things, and you're not gonna throw to Stephon Diggs because he's your top tier receiver, but throw it to Sanders. So I think you're absolutely right. So 2 for 1, we'll stick with Emmanuel Sanders. We have
yep.
tier 7. We got Marquise Brown, Sutton against Cowboys, Waller against Giants, Cole Beasley against Jags, T Higgins against Cleveland Browns, Chuba Hubbard against New England. That's a no-no. And Randall Cobb against Kansas City.
Waller, there is that's
Yeah, I was gonna say
yeah,
Waller as
that's the
well.
easiest one. Waller,
It
hands
is.
down. The
It is.
touches, and if we're assuming the Giants are going to give the Raiders a good run for their money, it's going to be a close game. They're going to be throwing it and slinging it, especially with both Josh Jacobs and Kenyon Drake not really being that impactful on the run. Waller all the way.
That's true.
I think, yeah, I agree with Waller.
I agree. All right. Well, there it is.
Well, that was
Tier
easy.
6, we got Cordero Patterson, Adam Thielen, Amari Cooper, Nick Chubb, Keenan Allen, Brandon Cooks. This one is tough.
Oof.
Can
I
you just run through them one more? Sorry,
Yeah.
one more time.
Cordero Patterson, Adam Thielen, Amari Cooper, Nick Chubb, Keenan Allen, and Brandon Cooks. I like two a
There's
lot.
two. There's two that stand out to me personally. It's either Cooper or Patterson, or
Nice.
Peterson. Um,
To me, it was Cooper as well. I was gonna say Cooper and Brandon Cooks actually against Miami. But I have
I was gonna say Cooper or someone else. So I think
Cardinals.
I think Cooper, bro. Yeah,
yeah.
I think Dak back. Yeah,
Perfect.
that was the other mad thing when we played Cowboys last week. The amount of fans when he got the ball that you could hit, like Cowboys were half the stadium, I think, in
And then
Minnesota.
you think it's boo, so it's like the opposing team is gonna boo, but then the good team is gonna coo, so it's like it's the whole team. This guy.
Yeah,
All right, quarterbacks. We get to choose. I'm gonna take out two out that are not playing. So we have Aaron Rodgers and Tua Tagovailoa. They're not playing. So leaves us with four. Jalen Hurts against the Chargers and Herbert against the Eagles. So them against each other. Joe Burrow against Cleveland Browns and Kirk Cousins against Baltimore. I don't like
take
the
out
last two.
Kirk.
I don't like the last two
Take
either.
out Kirk. Take out Kirk.
I don't like Burrow against the Cleveland defense. For me, it's between Herbert and Hurts.
I mean, all four of them are not great. I mean, we said Chargers. We said Chargers to win, no? Or, I think so.
Yes. Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
probably go Herbert.
But if you're doing pure, the thing is, if you're doing pure individual performance, like sometimes Hurts is rushing, sometimes they just give the ball to Eckler and he takes away all the like red zone points. Yeah, I guess Herbert, but I wouldn't be surprised if Hurts also has a pretty good like fantasy equivalent type game.
So Herbert.
Yeah, we'll go with Herbert.
Let's go with Herbert. Tier 4, we have CeeDee Lamb, Ezekiel Elliott, both obviously Dallas, Mike Williams, Joe Mixon, Travis Kelsey, and DeAndre Hopkins, who we're not going to put because we still don't know. So CeeDee Lamb, Elliott, Mike Williams, Joe Mixon, Kelsey. I like one and one only here. No, Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just saying the names out loud so I can think of. Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb, Elliott, Williams, Mixon, or Kelsey.
Yeah, I think I'd go Elliott. Yeah.
I mean, it's a 2-on-1. So
Who would you go for?
Oh, try to
I mean, if I were
convince me, bro. Pitch me.
Okay. If we're under the assumption that this is the Chiefs' comeback game, they're gonna explode. Like everything.
He was the only other one I was considering was Kelsey.
And to me as well. I know in the first game the Cowboys had a really good rushing and passing game. But if we already picked Cooper under the assumption that they're just gonna be slinging that bad boy out, it's kind of like when you have in fantasy the running back and the wide receiver from the same team. Like it's very rare that both of them are gonna explode. So personally, I would go with Kelsey, but I mean, hey, it's a democracy. I will go with Ezekiel, unless I've convinced one of you.
I'm tempted. What's the Green Bay secondary like? What were we saying, Gabo?
I mean, it's average right now, I guess. The only thing is, I don't see Packers holding the ball too much, so the defense might get just tired. And Kelsey, had a terrible game last week, so. Also, I mean, did you guys realize how much I won by with Kelsey?
No.
Dude, in our league, I was down.
Was that the one where you won by like 0.86 or something?
Yeah, I was down by a point because he had Tyreek Hill exploding and Kelsey doing nothing. Last play, third down, they were already in field goal range. Somehow the Chiefs decided to. I think they called me and they were like, "Yo, do you need any more points?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm going to get rid of Kelsey." They designed a shuffle pass play, to gain 2 more yards. And because it was a shuffle pass, I got 0.5 plus 0.2, 0.7. And I was losing, I guess, by less than a point. But that made me win.
Wow.
I had already messaged I think it was Richard. I was like, okay.
I think you put it on the group like, oh yeah, well
Yeah,
played.
GG, close game, whatever. Yeah.
What the hell? Yeah, unreal.
Love that.
So
Moral of the story:
I think
never.
Kelsey. You know what? Let's go
Yeah.
Kelsey. Let's go
all
Kelsey.
right, Kelsey it is then.
Alrighty, that converted
Yeah, yeah,
Marty. Let's go.
yeah.
All right. Tier 3, we got Jamar Chase against Cleveland, Aaron Jones against Kansas City, Justin Jefferson against Baltimore, Stephon Diggs against Jacksonville, and Dalvin Cook against Baltimore. Ugh, I don't like any of these.
Wait, say that
I
again,
would
but
take.
slowly.
Jamar Chase against the Browns, Aaron Jones
Okay.
against the Chiefs, Justin Jefferson against against Baltimore, Stephon Diggs against Jacksonville, and Dalvin Cook against Baltimore.
I would go Diggs. Although we already went Sanders, didn't we?
I'd
Um,
go. I'd go
Yeah, but it
Chase. I personally would go Chase.
I don't like Chase against that defense though.
I like Aaron Jones here. I mean, Jordan Love. I think they're gonna run it.
True, actually, they're going to run the ball a hell of a lot, aren't they? Yeah.
So
And the Chiefs again, defense still isn't great. Yeah, you convinced
Yeah,
me there.
but like I feel like if they just want to ground and pound, like maybe like I mean Aaron Jones I know is the RB1, but maybe AJ Dillon who keeps getting more and more touches is the one that explodes, right? And they just play the hot hand.
they'll never play the hot hand per se, but Aaron Jones will get the touchdowns,
Yeah.
the end zone targets for sure. He's
All right. I'm
I
trusting the
I think
Packers
Aaron
boy.
Jones.
all right.
Yeah, I think
I'm
Aaron Jones.
trusting the
Aaron Jones.
Packers boy.
Tier 2, we have Debo Samuel, who is questionable, Tyreek Hill against Green Bay, Austin Eckler against Philadelphia, Devontae Adams against Chiefs, and Alvin Kamara against Atlanta. I like Kamara,
I feel as though when we did this last week, we like straight away, me and you were like, yeah, it's got to be that one. Yeah, it's got to be that one. Whereas this week, there's some tough choices. Like
I'm liking Eckler or Kamara. I like the running backs here.
I was leaning Kamara.
I'm going Kamara. I'm a Saints fanboy. I don't even know why. I have no affiliation to New Orleans apart from going there literally for like a weekend with Gabo
Nice.
to St.
That was
Louis.
cute. Little
Um,
couples retreat was it?
if only. So yeah, I'm going Kamara. Remember what I said? Kamara is one of those guys that is always stupid to bet against.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Amen.
Omar, before I forget, is there another bet that you want to do? You said you were looking into potentially doing another bet.
I mean, we only have 15 minutes, so I'm kind of caught. I'm kind of caught up. No, I think you know what? I already have the one from before. I'll stick to my guns.
Okay.
Locked and loaded.
Today is the 7th, right? Yeah.
Today is the 7th.
It is the 7th. Yeah, all day, bro.
Okay, perfect.
Speaking of all day, very excited to see Adrian Peterson back in action.
Yeah, actually. Wait, hold on. Before we move on, we have one more. Tier 1s.
Oh yeah, last one.
Quarterbacks: Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes, or Kyler Murray.
Well, if Kyler Murray might not play, that just leaves Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen.
I go Josh.
I go
Josh
Lamar.
Allen. Really?
Yeah, because of the rushing.
Get the same with Josh. Not quite as much, I guess, but
Okay,
no,
but
I go
actually,
Josh Allen.
no.
think.
Okay.
I think if anything, I think we will be more of a difficulty for the Ravens than the Jags will be for the Bills.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
I hope you guys are right.
all right. Well, you convinced us with Kelsey. You didn't convince us with Lamar. Sorry.
Hell no.
Yeah, you can't win them all. Can't win them all.
Can't win them all. So we'll stick with Josh Allen, and we submitted. Hopefully, we are rich tomorrow.
That would be lovely, wouldn't it?
That would be very lovely.
All the
Honestly,
monies. All of the monies.
very much needed.
All right. Well, we have 15 minutes to talk about fantasy. You guys want to check in your players, see if you guys want any tips on any other leagues.
I might have a little check just to see if
Guys, in one of my leagues, I'm gonna tell you the RBs that I have and how unlucky I am, and then you can feel sorry for me. Okay.
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 I have Javonte Williams, Zach Moss, and then Damian Williams out, Marlon Mack out, Miles Sanders IR, JD McKissick bye, and then J.K. Dobbins IR.
Oh wow, yeah, that's pretty savage. Wait, so who's your starting two? Javonte Williams and
Zach Moss.
Oh yeah, that's not great. That.
Pardon?
Who are your wide receivers?
Michael Pittman, Jarvis Landry, Michael
Nice,
Thomas,
nice.
who's on IR, and then I have to. Corey Davis is out, by the way. I mean, he was already out. Never mind. So this week I have to start Randall Cobb as my flex.
Oh, James Robinson is inactive.
Inactive, yeah, I figured.
Yeah, sorry, did we already have that discussion?
Yep.
James Robinson as well. He's one of the guys that is out.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have James Robinson in this team as well. So it's James Robinson out,
Oh,
J.K.
jeez.
Dobbins IR, Damian Williams, Marlon Mack, J.D.
Yeah,
McKissick
you're not in a good way there.
like I'm relying on the grace of Zach Moss, Javonte Williams to save me, and now Randall Cobb.
I'm still waiting for this guy to accept this trade. It's your friend Abbas, Gabo.
Lol.
Oh yeah, good luck with that.
I mean, he's online. I can see he's active.
I'm against you, Omera, in our League of Legends.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh damn! I have to
Oh,
set up my team then. I cannot.
damn.
Oh, James, thank you.
Conscious-
You know what? Actually, you shouldn't have reminded me because now I saw that I had what's his name? I had his thingamabobby, James Robinson, and I have what?
No, that's.
And I have
That's League of Legends. I'm talking about League of Nations.
oh well,
Oh, League of Nations.
regardless, I need to clean up my teams now. Now that the
Tutu
thingies
Atwell.
are out, I need to
Tutu Atwell dropped by KFC.
immediately.
62% for win probability for Gabo in that league.
And I just
And which one?
And I just removed the quarterback.
League of
with
Nations.
6 projected points. I had Tannehill and I just put in Tyler Taylor.
Ooh, bold.
Let's see who I have.
I
Cordell.
am
yeah,
actually in
that.
League of Legends. I actually am starting Jordan Love.
Oh, wait,
actually, Jacoby Brissett. Let me start Jacoby Brissett instead.
wait, Gabo, you're in the League of Nations. That's your team.
Yeah, that's Kelsey and the Sunshine Band.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
When did you change your name, by the way?
Yeah.
When I dropped Ayuk and I had Ayukin as my
Okay.
name. So
Oh, there we go.
You could.
Ayukin.
Damn, you're starting Miles Gaskin. Oh, but wait, what's your win percentage, Gabo, against me?
What do you mean win percentage? Oh, 62%.
Damn.
If I put Tyler Taylor, if I put I'm just curious. If I put Tannehill back in, 65.
Not much difference.
I don't know, dude.
I'm trying to see who's giving you like okay, tight ends you have more. Our flex is similar. Our WR2 is similar. Our WR1 is where you really be. It's the wide receivers and Kamara. Apart from that, like Derek Carr's projected more than Tyrod Taylor. So it'll be a close game, Gabo. It'll be a close game. You know what?
The thing is, I have good matchups. Like on paper,
I was gonna say you got all green matchups on your projections, yeah.
Hey, this is the beauty of the NFL. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
I should put David Montgomery, but he plays on Monday, so that would be who I put into on top of Gaskin. But I don't want to risk putting him. And then
Nah. I'm saying nah, and you're against me.
Yeah.
By the way, is Deebo Samuel playing or not?
I have no idea. I hope not.
I think.
I have AJ
Mo.
Brown in my other league, so I'll be rooting for you as well.
Yeah, my fantasy lineups are all set. I have nothing else to add. I'm good to go. I'm ready to watch the Vikings.
Yeah, he's healthy enough to play. All right. Are we good to go? Is everyone good to go?
Yeah, there was unfortunately no comments today. Nothing to add in from the people, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, nothing even about the haircut.
So
is there
do you guys like it?
Yeah, I do. It's definitely growing on me. What color are we getting Omar to do when he has to do his? Because I think it should be different. I don't think it should be the same.
Green?
Maybe like a nice baby blue.
Yeah. So blue eventually turns into green, sadly. But I mean, I personally.
There you go.
Can you see pinkish or not really? Like
a tiny bit.
I can see pink.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it just looks quite light. I don't know if it's my laptop. It looks quite light, so it looks a little bit orangey. But
yeah, you have this Ed Sheeran glow to you.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah.
Don't work like they used to before.
Nice. The Chilean Ed Sheeran.
All right. So
Alrighty.
we call it.
I think we're good
Yeah.
to go.
Whoever
I
had
think we leave it
subbed
at that.
earlier, actually somebody subbed this morning. I think it was. Appreciate the sub.
Woo. Thank you, guys.
Feel free to drop some likes.
I think it might have
Comments.
been my friend yesterday, maybe.
Solid.
Oh, maybe.
Solid.
Yeah,
Get
yeah. I was
get
telling him
moving.
about it. He was like, "I will subscribe." So yeah,
I'm gonna
cheers, Craig.
take the beginning of the video of when I pull out the hat, and we're gonna put it on TikTok and then share it, and
Yes,
Yes,
hopefully we'll
please.
get
And social media, all the
most
social
definitely.
medias. Yes.
Ah. Yes, no, we'll get it on there.
Okay, you can go watch. We have Formula One in about an hour. Mexican.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna. There's football on right now. There's American football starting. Formula One, like
Yeah.
what an evening! What an
Mex-
evening! I'm gonna have to try triple box.
Mercedes 1 and 2 with
Come
Verstappen
on!
in the back. So I mean in third place. So it's gonna be good. It's Mercedes, Rebel. So it's gonna be a
Oof.
It should be a good race. Should be a good race.
Watch them crash. Watch them all crash and fucking
All
Gasly,
four.
Gasly podium, baby.
Let's go. All right, guys.
Let's go, Pierre. Yo, Pierre, you out here?
Okay.
In
All
Mexico
right.
City and Millie Rock, hiding up my sack, and I shoot them up. Hey.
What is happening?
What an ending! What an ending!
right,
This is
everyone.
why people should watch till the end of the stream. This is
Exactly,
what you get.
Well, they should. Yeah, all the best stuff happens at the end.
All right, guys.
Exactly. That's
Thank
that's
you
what she
guys
said.
for joining. I'm gonna stop this before we say more inappropriate stuff. Let's move on. Thank you guys
Jesus.
for joining. Good luck in your fantasies today, except Omar. And yeah, catch you guys on Thursday. When are you two people? The people are waiting. When are you
Yeah,
two
we
gonna
need to do some
reveal,
football.
huh?
We need to do some football content, bro. We keep saying we're going to do it. Let's do some next week.
Hey, I was ready last time. For the record,
Let's do some.
receipts.
What are you?
There
What
are
are you?
receipts.
What are you saying? What are you saying? Tomorrow. What's your schedule looking like?
Let's take this off the stream.